Hello everybody and welcome to today's live stream. I'm trying to get my timings to start these live streams better. I think we still got a little bit of gormlessness at the start of that, but I think I was slightly better than last week. So let's just call it a work in progress. How is everybody doing today? I'm just going to double check that the feed's all right and that it's kind of all working because I don't want any buffering on my internet. For those of you that have been around before, no, my internet is dire. So we're going to try this. So happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to this week's live stream. You know what? I've been looking forward to this all day. Like, I've been set up. I said to Tom that I would be on time. And by which we'll cut to YouTube. I started the live stream at 6 exactly. Well, 58 seconds into 6, but still before the 1 minute mark, so I'm actually on time for the first time I think ever. And I do have Tom to thank for that because he did send me the reminders and basically it keeps me in track. So today I always forget to do the housekeeping, so let's do that first. If you're new here, welcome. We always have a really nice mix of new and old in terms of people that have been before and new viewers. So if you're new here, welcome. And we do this every single week. On a Saturday, usually, 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, which is 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, somewhere in the middle of the night if you're over in Australia. I always try on this channel to answer as many questions as possible. So if you want to have your question answered, all you need to do is drop it in the chat and I'll get round to it. I promise. We do, like I always say, a little bit different to what you normally get on other content creators live streams, in that I go through them all in the order that they come in, so everyone gets a fair chance of having their question answered. I know sometimes on other live streams you kind of have to ask your question like 20 times to get the answer. Not here. We're much classier than that on Mad About Skin. If you drop your comment, your question, whatever, I'll get round to it as soon as possible. There is no charge for these live streams. Again, I know sometimes you have to pay to ask a question on some other live streams. We don't do that here on Mad About Skin. There is zero charge. All I ask for in return is, if you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, click the like button, and then maximize the chat again. You'll often hear content creators go on about, smashing the like button. We don't smash anything here. We're much too genteel for that. But by clicking the like button on any content creator's video, it's just a great way of supporting the channel, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely it's published by YouTube. And quite a lot of people find us through our weekly live stream replays, so I'm always so grateful. And we've got a bit of a special guest in the house today. Leo, which is one of my cats, is perching on his cat tree up there. He probably will come down, so you might get a bit of cat action, which is definitely worth hanging around for. The order of today's live stream: we're going to do the hellos as we always do, introductions and all of that good stuff. Then we're going to talk a little bit about some new skincare discoveries that I found. I just want to fangirl a bit about. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm also going to announce the Allies of Skin giveaway winner. So if you entered that giveaway, and don't worry, I'm not going to do what other content creators do and make you wait right to the end to announce it. I'll do it in like 15 minutes time, so don't panic. That does remind me, I need to find the names of the winners because it was all done very fairly and above board. Tom used his random name generator, that's the word, to pick 2 people at random, who then get to choose an Allies of Skin product of their choice, which is amazing. So let's crack on and let's do some hellos first. So we've got Jan, welcome Jan. Danny, the first person actually to comment and like was Danny, DM13, sending you lots and lots of love, Dan. We've got Sandra, we've got Iraglobe, we've got Natalie, Tom is in the building. Big thank you to Tom, who, even though he's having a fabulous family celebration today, is also here live supporting me with the live stream by being the sheriff in town, the moderator. And honestly, I do appreciate that so much. Generally speaking, you guys are all really, of course you are, we're all classy people, aren't we? Really above board and well behaved. But in case we get a troll, we get the odd troll in the house. Tom's there, Sheriff Tom is in town, and I couldn't do it without him, so a big thank you. We've got Rita, we've got Natty, Christina, Maria, Jenny, Amy, Christy, Suzanne, William, Irene, so many of you guys. Fristenberg, Emily, TNH, love it. Oh, Monica and Teresa too. So many of what we call like the old crew, but the old crew is in like the people that have been around from the start of Mad About Skin, not referencing anyone's age, because this week was my birthday, so I'm feeling incredibly old by YouTube standards. I read somewhere, I read an article about a year ago that said that the average content creator here on YouTube is 24 years old. How do you have anything to say at 24? If I think back, to what I was like at 24. I was just like this vacuous thing that had nothing in. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I am now coming into my 36th year on planet Earth, which is exciting and daunting all at the same time. So I feel ancient by YouTube standards, but fabulous and in the prime, in the prime of my life by normal people standards. And I just wanted to say thank you as well to all of you guys that shared your best wishes and your happy birthdays over on the Facebook group. Here, I've got cat hair that I'm just going to try and pat into my skincare to stop it itching. Just a big thank you to everyone that wished me a happy birthday, because honestly, it meant a lot to me, and you guys made such a special day, so thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Love you all so, so much. Now, what order should we go? Let me talk a bit about some new product discoveries that I've got this week. Then we're going to come on to questions, and I'll do the I'll find the names so I can read out the winners of the Allies of Skin giveaway. First of all, can we talk this product? So this product I ordered from Face Theory. I've gone off Face Theory a little bit. I've had a couple of their products recently. They don't seem to last that long. They don't use a lot of preservatives, if any preservatives, in their products, which isn't always a bad thing. Some people like preservative-free skincare, but it doesn't really last that long. So I've had quite a few products spoil on me or split, and so I kind of just went off them a little bit. I also think they launched product after product after product, and that kind of made me think, I don't know how much time you're investing in formulating if you're just knocking out product after product. But then I read like 6 articles back to back about this. This is the Saliatica 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So I was like, okay. Everyone's saying this is move over Paula's choice. This is like the new kid in town. So I was like, okay, obviously going to put that one on order and try it. And you know what? I love this. I absolutely love this. I actually bought 2 bottles because I thought, well, I'll give one to a friend that's got particularly oily skin like me and see, we'll both kind of see. We both were pretty flawed. So with this, you get 2% BHA salicylic acid, but it's in a formulation of Centella asiatica, which if you like your Korean skincare, like your Centella, this is so gentle. It's so calming, and yet it exfoliates at the same time. It's really good. I think I paid like £12. I forgot to use it. I have a discount code with Face Theory and I forgot to use it. Who does that? But anyway, I think I paid like £12 for it. Free shipping because I bought the Are You Wake? Have I got that here? Oh yeah. I bought the Wake or whatever eye cream, which I also actually love. I've been using this for years. I love that. Bought that at the same time, so it was like £25 and I got free shipping. This I would definitely recommend. You're probably going to see a lot of hype around this product because I noticed that because so many beauty editors have reviewed it, so it's amazing. Face Theory are now doing a lot of like adverts around those recommendations, so you'll probably see a lot about this. I really, really like it. In terms of the ingredients list, it's not got a huge ingredients list. You do have to use it with a cotton round, which I'm a bit lazy and I don't like washing my reusable cotton rounds, so I don't like things that I have to use with a cotton round, but I do it with this because you get great results. And I would say if you are going to put one on order and you haven't got reusable cotton rounds, the Face Theory reusable rounds are hands down the softest, the best, and the ones that wash the best of any I've ever tried. So while you're buying this, if you haven't got reusable cotton rounds, order some of the Face Theory ones at the same time because they are really, really good. So that was a good discovery that I loved this week. What else? Oh, I also got a little top up of Beauty of Joseon. I got their sunscreen, which I love. I've been out of that for like a month and a half when it was sold out. I absolutely love the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, and it's just such a gorgeous formulation that I recommend to everybody because it's just genuinely one of the most lightweight sunscreens I think I've ever used. So gorgeous on the skin. Would literally recommend it to everybody if you haven't tried it already. But I would say that like it always seems to be out of stock. Anyway, I managed to get my hands on one. I ordered like 4. But I also put on order these as well. So this is the Apricot Blossom Peeling Gel. It's got a, listen to this. It's got an exfoliator with a very soft gommage texture. That's bougie. Containing 90% prunus flower water and 8% plant-derived cellulose. It gently exfoliates dead skin cells and skin waste. What's skin waste? I don't know what skin waste is. I think that's lost in translation. Sometimes when you get like the Korean to English translation, it doesn't always work. Use it 1 to 2 times a week, depending on skin condition. This, I'm really excited. I'm going to try it for the first time tonight and see what it's like. It's a peeling gel. It's supposed to be like a very, very gentle, like physical exfoliant, which I like. And I got this, which is the Green Plum Refreshing Cleanser, which is a low pH, it's balanced to the skin's natural pH, cleanser with a bouncy gel texture containing 25% prune fruit water. Pretty much the same as this. They seem to like their prune. With 3% mung bean. There isn't nothing sexy about the word mung bean, is there? That nobody wants that. But it is quite a nice ferment. So actually, I like it as an ingredient. But come on, they could have called it such a better name than that. Lifts away impurities and skin waste. That's skin waste again, whilst leaving skin feeling moist. I think if I was I think I should offer to do the branding for, like, the wording for Beauty of Joe. The branding's flawless. But, like, skin waste, leaving the skin feeling moist. Don't think anyone wants that, but I love Beauty of Joe, so I'm going to try those products out, even if they do come with slightly a dodgy description that's not necessarily the best. But yes, I'm going to try all those out, so expect to see like some reviews and stuff in the future. Finally, I just want to say, before we get onto the winners, and I'm going to pull them up now, bear with, Tom sent me the list of the 2 winners so I can choose. I've got them, so we're good to go. Also, just a reminder, thank you to everybody that's bought the Mad About Skin Exfoliating Gel and Lip Balm. You guys have gone mad for it. Like, we're close to selling out of both, but I do have some stock coming in the future. So if you wanted to get your hands on either of these, sorry, I think we're getting a little bit of buffering. I'm going to try and sort that out with some better internet. I should just change internet providers. But if you haven't, basically the stock's ridiculously low, but we have got a new shipment coming in the next, like, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So if you haven't already and you want to get your hands on either of these products, you absolutely can do. They are still in stock, but it's a little bit limited. And you can go to www.madaboutskincare.com. And Tom's left some links and stuff in the description box below, because there are some discount codes. It's like the last chance on the free shipping discount code. So the shipping, which is no shipping, 2 separate words, capital N, capital S. That it ends this evening, so if you want to get free shipping to anywhere in the world, you can use that. There's discount codes that Tom's left in the chat, so you can absolutely use those. But if you want to get your hands on them before they sell out and you have to wait for the restock, now's the chance. And I know a lot of people have said, like, how does the exfoliating gel work? Because it's a little bit different to some other exfoliators. So basically, you can use it a couple of times a week, and then you can also use it either as an all-over exfoliation, or you can use it as pinpoint on the areas where you have discoloration and hyperpigmentation. I tend to use it twice a week all over the face as like a good exfoliant, and then I'll just do it on where I've got those dark spots every morning to kind of keep on top of that. It goes on as a really nice gel. This is a new one, so it's going to take a while. You know, you have to give it a few pumps before it gets going. And then it comes on as a nice gel. Let me show you that. So you can see on the side, it's like a transparent gel. All you do is just 2 pumps will do the whole face and neck. 1 pump if you're just doing the face, and you just blend it in. Because it's got aloe, it's blended with aloe juice. Honestly, it sinks in so well. It's fragrance free. Some people say, does it have any scent? It's got like, no. It's kind of got a vague aloe scent to it, I guess, but nothing that's particularly, unpleasant. And it is fragrance free, because I don't like too much fragrance in my exfoliators, because I think you risk irritating the skin. Basically, it just glides onto the skin. There's no tackiness, and it self-neutralizes after 2 minutes. So leave it on the skin for 2 minutes, and then you can use all your other products afterwards, and you don't need to do anything. You don't need to wash it off, though you can if you want. So yeah, there you have it. And with the lip balm, again, use it morning and evening in your skincare routine. If you want to use it during the day, you absolutely can, but it's designed as a lip conditioner, so it's going to do more than like a traditional lip balm would. You put it on and you should get those extra benefits, if that kind of makes sense. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it. So thank you very much if thank you very much if you have purchased them. If you wanted to get your hands on it, you absolutely can, and I will be more than happy to ship it out to you. And if UK orders should have already arrived now, which is super exciting. And if it hasn't already, your European orders should be arriving this weekend or early next week, and international orders next week too. So all that's done. Right, should we get into these? Let's announce the winners first. Let's do the winners and then we'll come on to some comments. Right, so first up we have got, drum roll please, oh, and the prize is Allies of Skin or PCA Skincare if you want to choose their sister brand, though why would you, because that's quite cheap. I'd always give, it's like if someone's paying for dinner, you get the lobster, right? So the winner, first winner, drum roll please, is Eloise. So Eloise Summerfield, well done my love, well done. I'm really pleased, because I always love reading all your comments, and you've been a great supporter of the channel for such a long time, so that makes me so happy to be able to read out your name. All you need to do to claim your prize is in the bottom of any of my videos there's a email link. Just ping me over an email, tagline, I'm a winner, and we'll converse. I'll swap the details and you can choose the product that you want, but of course take your time, choose the product that you want. And let's see, so then we've got second winner, because we've got 2. We don't just do it by house, we've got 2 winners, and the second winner is Scott Frentos. I hope I've pronounced that. I hope I pronounced your surname right, Scott. But again, someone that I always love reading your comments on all of the videos, so thank you so much, Scott, for your love and support. And also also win it. Just do the same. You just need to reach down and send me an email to that email stream. So let's get into some comments. So Elizabeth says, right, you are awesome, Rob. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. We love you. It says, what is better for sunspots, your azelaic acid or 10% the ordinary's lactic acid? When it comes to sunspots, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, it is the most difficult thing to tackle in your skincare routine, like bar none. So what I like to do is to kind of use multiple different actives, because I think that's the way that you get the better results in the long term. So you can use azelaic acid. The serum that I created has a 5% azelaic acid, which is pretty gentle, but you'll get results in the long term. You can push it up to like a 10% or a 15%, but you might get some prickling and irritation when you use it. I like to combine that azelaic acid with either a kojic acid or a tranexamic acid, and you can use them in the same routine. Actually, a lot of people think you don't want to use too many acids, but they're not exfoliators like you think. So I think if you wanted to get rid of sunspots, which can be really difficult to treat, I would use a azelaic acid and tranexamic acid in the morning, and then in the evening I would use a retinol, which will be a really effective way of just increasing cellular turnover and eradicating excess pigment. The retinol will increase the cellular turnover. Azelaic acid and tranexamic acid will decrease the pigment production, so it'll kind of over time even everything out. Lactic acid is a really, really good exfoliator, and I would say like a couple of times a week, just don't use the azelaic acid and tranexamic acid and use a lactic acid exfoliator instead. And that way you keep it super gentle, but you get some really, really good results. So that's kind of, yeah, that's how I would have played it. But I think you need multiple actives to be able to effectively treat a sunspots, dark spots, and discoloration. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. And yeah, let me know if you need any more information in terms of products and things like that. My favorite azelaic, well, I use azelaic acid twice a day in my serum, but I also like the Face Theory, which is a 15% higher concentration. Lactic acid, I always go for the ordinary. It's cheap. Just definitely use that. One would be the one I recommend. And then I would probably go for, in terms of tranexamic acid, the Inculist. They've changed the name of the Inculist one. It used to be tranexamic acid overnight treatment. It's now tranexamic acid serum. Same product, but they're recommending you use it in the morning rather than the evening, if that makes sense. So yeah, quick question. And Jan, thank you so much. Jan says, happy birthday, Rob. Have a cup of tea on me. Jan, we love you. We love you. Thank you so much. And sending you and Suzanne the biggest kiss. And you know what? Cup of tea wise, I've actually today, just while we're on it, I'm drinking this. This is the Mad About Skin? Marks and Spencer's, sorry, very similar initials. Lightly sparkling spring water. I thought I'd go a little bit bougie and a little bit healthy. It looks quite bougie. It's actually like 50p. It's really nice. This is the pineapple and mango one. I've slated Marks and Spencer's, which is like a superstore here in the UK, for years. I've always said, oh, they're old fashioned, nobody shops there anymore. And all of a sudden, you hit like your 36th year on Earth, and suddenly you start shopping at Marks and Spencer's. Their skincare is great though, just as a side note. So thank you, Jan. I'll be splurging on some Betty's tea, which is my favourite tea brand. But this at the moment, just because it's super warm in the UK, I'm enjoying this, which is also really, really good. So let's blast through some. First of all, let's all congratulate the winners, Scott and Eloise. Hopefully they'll have some fun choosing their Allies of Skin products. If you guys have any Allies of Skin recommendations for them, let them know, help them make the decision. Let's go through some of the comments first. So Danny, like I said, first to comment, first to like. Danny, we love you. Jan says, hello there, and Pamper Evening. Listen to this. I read this before I jumped on this chat, and honestly, this sounds like the perfect evening. So Jan says, Pamper Evening, hot bath with salts, facial massage, LED mask, a quince gin, and the kettle will be on to make a Yorkshire tea biscuit brew for the live. That, Jan, literally is my perfect evening, all summed up in one. I don't think it gets better than that. I am so unbelievably jealous, but Jan, you deserve it, and I'm sending you so much love. And thank you very much for your card. When I opened it, it made me so happy. So thank you, and we love you. Sandra said, good idea. I'll brew a biscuit tea too. I bet, you know what, Betty's actually emailed me, because he keep banging on about how good Betty's tea is, and how good, which is like a tea shop here in the UK, and how good just Yorkshire tea is in general. They actually emailed me and said thank you so much for promoting our brand. I was like, I just like it. There is zero sponsorship. I just like it. Iraglobe says, hello lovely Mad About Skin family, I'm finally on holiday for 2 weeks. Happy mini me. I'll sleep and go for long walks with my dog and just enjoy my free time. Iraglobe, you've earned it. I think, you know what, your holiday is so special. I always say this to people, like, make the most of your holiday, because I think sometimes we take it for granted and we don't maybe make the most of our holiday time. I am all about just a little you time. You have deserved it, my love, and enjoy it. Jan says, Rob, what are your thoughts on the antioxidant ID-benone, there we are. Yeah, so it's like a sister to, it's different, but it's sister to ubiquinone, which is coenzyme Q10. It's one of those newer, trendy ingredients. It was actually synthesized in a lab to help, or what they thought would help to provide some relief or some benefits for people suffering with Alzheimer's and other cognitive issues, but it didn't really work. So the studies didn't really show it worked that well. So then they tried it on some muscular issues, and again, didn't come out that promising. So it's one of those drugs that actually they think probably has a purpose somewhere, but it's not really proven to do anything. So someone said, I know, should we slap it in some skincare and call it anti-aging? Which is why you've now seen it. The studies are there to show it adds any benefit. Doesn't mean it doesn't, though. And this is the key thing. I think I like to follow the science and what the studies show. There's no studies to show it's beneficial, but that doesn't mean it doesn't. So I would personally stick to ubiquinone, which is coenzyme Q10. I think it's cheaper. I think it's... Oh, there's another cat hair. Marcel is definitely with us today. It's cheaper and it's got some proven data behind it. But I will be keeping my eyes out for AD-benone, which I think could be a hot trend in the future. Who knows? But hopefully that's giving you a bit of context behind it, Jan, and kind of how we got there. Natalie, great to see you, my love, says, wanted to know if using a gentle BHA cleanser and a BHA toner together is bad. No. I actually, I think when it comes to salicylic acid, the skin is relatively tolerant of it because it doesn't need to be in a super low pH to be able to be effective. So I would say probably go using a cleanser and then following with a toner isn't a bad thing. I wouldn't necessarily use two leave-on treatments like a toner and a serum together. I think you could be doubling down, but a cleanser, yeah. And also don't forget, like, a lot of things like vitamin C and some forms of BHAs work better in a low pH environment. So if you lower the pH with a cleanser, you get more results with the other products, if that makes sense. I don't think it's bad, and I sometimes do that myself. So thank you very much, Tom, for leaving the reminder. So the new Mad About products are finally making their way to everybody. Yeah, I've loved reading on the Facebook group all the UK orders landing. Quite a few in Ireland have landed, and places in Europe as well, which is great to see. And thank you for sharing the link, Tom, to where they get the products. So yeah, the current discount codes, if you want to try the Mad About Skin products, are MAS family, all one word, all capital letters, for 15% off your order. And then try again, all capital letters, all one word, for 25% off your serum, which now comes with a pump. You guys gave me the feedback. We want a pump with this serum. Pump or nothing. And I really appreciated that feedback. So I thought, okay, well, let's say, what better way to say thank you for providing the feedback? And now we've changed it to offer people the option of actually buying it with the pump with a 25% discount. So it's just my way of saying thank you to all you guys anyway. Let's see. Christina says, well, hello. Just got back home from a quick trip to the Netherlands. Belated happy birthday, Rob. Thank you, Christina. Hope your day was amazing. Oh, thank you. I had a lovely day. Had a meal, went out for a curry in the evening, which was really nice. Caught with friends. It was just a really nice, chill day. And yeah, everyone had a chat with my mum and just a few friends. It was just a really lovely day, and reading all your messages on the Facebook group just made me so happy. Maria says, hello, Mad About Skin family, and happy birthday with people you love, Rob. Thank you, Maria. I love you so much. Jenny says, hi, Rob. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I am. I've got lots. This weekend, I just felt like for the past maybe like month, I've kind of been struggling to come up with video ideas. Not like struggling, but a video idea weren't coming as freely as maybe they used to, and I thought, oh, I've got a little bit of writer's block. And then all of a sudden, I think I just took a day off and thought, let's just sit down and think what comes. Like, enjoy other content creators, read some blogs and stuff like that. And I've got so many ideas and stuff that I've been writing down, and I just feel really like re-energized and inspired again, which is a really nice feeling. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really good weekend. Amy says, hi Rob, hi everyone, long time no see. Rob, what's up? Yeah, Amy, where have you been? We've missed you. We have definitely missed you, and I hope all is amazing with you. What's your favorite thing to do on a day off? Do you ever take a day off? I don't really take a day off. I am a bit, and you should. Everyone should take days off. I don't condone people not taking days off. I don't. I do a lot of different things, and I always seem to be doing something, but I enjoy a lot of the stuff that I do. So like filming videos is a hobby to me, even though it's probably my main like way of generating income. It's I find it fun. It's like a hobby, so it doesn't seem like that. And then packing orders and things, obviously, is I find it really, really fun because you kind of like it's like piecing together a dream. So it doesn't really feel like work, but I probably should have more days off. So what do I love to do? I like to get away. I think because I do so everything happens in the house. So I work from home, I do this from home. Basically everything happens in the house. So it's nice to get away. And I've just booked, so I've got a cruise coming up with family, which I'm super looking forward to. I've got one later in the year too. And I've actually just booked a holiday home, like a townhouse in one of my favorite seaside resorts here in the UK for September. And I just like, you know, I'm just gonna get away just on my own, take my filming equipment, take the stuff, like plan some videos ahead, just go there, do some filming in a different setup, also enjoy like fish and chips on the beach and walk. So kind of, I'll still be doing a bit of work, but just kind of in a different environment and setting it straight. So yeah, I don't do enough days off, and everyone should take time off just for your own well-being. Don't do as I say, not as I do. Christy says, "Hello all. Is it weird to mix Saint-Tropez facial tanning drops with the Inculus Retinol Serum? Are you using the same routine as exfoliating acid toner?" So there's nothing wrong with doing it if it works. I just hope it doesn't impact the tan. That would be my main concern. Does it make the tan look streaky? Does it disrupt the way the tan lays down? I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with doing it if it doesn't impact the tan. Anyway, and I don't think, there's nothing strange about that. Who doesn't like a 2-in-1? Love you, Christy. Suzanne says, "Hello, everybody. Happy birthday, sweet dear. Hope you had a beautiful time with your loved ones. Thank you for being you." Thank you for being you, Suzanne. You're so sweet. You guys, honestly, all your messages just made me light up. It was so wonderful. And I would actually rate this birthday, genuinely, as like second best birthday I've ever had. First being when I celebrated my 18th with my best friend in New York. It was the first time I've been away without family and without parents, and it was all like a bit of a coming of age moment. That, like, honestly was game changing. But this is my second birthday. Everyone was so lovely. I got so many nice cards and messages, and I got to speak to so many. It was just wonderful. So thank you all so much. William is here. I love William. Announces himself like the true queen that he is. I love you, William, so much. And sending you so much love. Irene says, "Hello, Rob. Hello, beautiful skin." Thank you. We love you, Irene. We love you, Irene. Says, "Rob, darling, if you should choose a retinoid between Dr. Sam and Trini, what would you choose?" Well, I'd have to go Dr. Sam. But only because I've used the Dr. Sam and I haven't used the Trini one. It's the only one from the Trini line that I haven't tried. And I do want to try it. So I'm going to say provisionally Dr. Sam. But that's only because I haven't got experience with the other. And I do love the Dr. Sam one. I think Dr. Sam does a really nice, like, it's very gentle. I wish I could get rid of this cat hair. I'm just going to mash it into my moisturizer and hope it goes away. I would probably go Dr. Sam. But that's a good question, and both are really good products. And if you want to see, do you guys want to see a full review of the Trini London skincare? Because I'd be quite happy to do that. Tom says, "Hello everyone. Everyone excited to hear the winners of the giveaway." Oh gosh, how far behind am I on with these comments? I am useless, aren't I? Tom says, "Still waiting on those wine bribes." I will have you know, despite what Tom says, he was impartial to a fault with his... Tom was promoted last week to the director of giveaways and competitions alongside his many other roles with Mad About Skin. And he was impartial to a fault, which is why we love Tom and why he makes such a great director of gifts, competitions, and giveaways. Fristenberg says, "Hello everybody, finally here after celebrating a friend's birthday last week. I hope you had an amazing birthday, Rob." I did, my love, and I hope you had a lovely time with your friend's birthday last week. We seem to be getting a lot of, I was going to say a lot of birthdays, but I think it's just we couldn't celebrate them for so long with like the last 2 years that everyone's kind of making a bigger deal this year, which I love to see. Emily, great to see you, my love, says, "Looking forward to getting my Mad About Skin exfoliating gel next week. Yesterday's video was perfect timing." Emily, I can't wait for them to land. Yeah, European orders and most of the rest of the world orders should be landing next week, which is so exciting. Fristenberg says, "Anybody try the Timeless Q10 serum? Is it good?" I loved it, but I didn't like the price. So here in the UK, if you get Timeless, it's way more expensive than it is in the US. I think it is pretty drugstore. Here, it's really expensive, and you can get a cheaper Q10, like, you know, at the drugstore. The Inculus do one. You can get, I really like the Garden of Wisdom one. I mean, even if you want to go to a super drugstore, there are loads of other brands. So I think the Timeless one was good, but I just don't think it was worth the price that you have to pay here in the UK. But in the US, Yes, I think it's a wonderful, wonderful serum. TNH says, hi, besties. Hello, TNH. Great to see you, my love. Tom says, the lip balm queen is here. So, so true. Amy, the true lip balm goddess. If you don't know what that's about, check out the Facebook group. You will love it. Monica, great to see you, my love. Teresa says, happy Saturday, Rob and Mad About Skin family. I hope you had a wonderful week. I did, Teresa. I hope you did too. Amy says, can I be the lip balm princess since the queen spot is taken? You can, Amy. You absolutely can. Princess Amy, queen... Princess of the lip balms. Razorwing, great to see you, my love. Great to see you. Aileen, great to see you, my love. Fristenberg says, do you think Rob will be on time today? Oh, okay, I was on time today, but I'm still way behind with the comments. How does that work? How does that work? I'm going to catch up. I will catch up. I'm going to take a sip of this sparkling water. It does look like I'm drinking something a little bit more adult. You have it on good authority from my lips. This is light sparkling water with pineapple and mango. 1 calorie a can. There you go, pushing the boat right out. While I have a sip of this, if you haven't already... Oh, do you know what? Let's break it out. I think it's such a fun live today. I've actually, had such fun already. I think we're on fire today. And we're just going to keep it going until we run out of questions. So if you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, click the like button, then when you maximize the chat, it takes you back to where you were so you don't miss out on anything. And those likes just go towards promoting this live stream to as many people as possible that want to watch it on replay. I mean, it's about 80% of people now watch these on replay, which is really wonderful. So thank you to everyone that does. And yeah, love to the replay squad. While you do all that like stuff, I'm going to take a big sip of this. Now, I always say, oh, so good after I've taken a sip of my tea. This isn't quite Betty's tea, but it's nice. It is nice. Tom says, hello, everyone. Robbie's doing his best to be on time. I'm trying. I did try. So Amy says, I love how it says up top, waiting for Mad About Skin to join, when really we're waiting for Rob. Thank you. I love it. When I created that name, Mad About Skin, I don't know where that came from. I really don't know where that came from. But I did an interview. Oh, this is a bit of a gossip. I did an interview with a magazine here in the UK, which is quite cool. It's going to be on newsstands next month, so I'll let you all know when I can reveal all. I'm just waiting for them to say what it is. So I did a bit of an interview. It was. The premise of the interview was this is really tragic, and the reason I did it is because I kind of wanted to get the message out. So the reason I did it is the interview was skincare in a post-millennial world, mature skin on YouTube. I was like, thanks for that. Thanks, that's great. But I did it because I wanted to say, you know what? Do you know what? I am going to do this interview because whilst basically the premise of your article is Rob, you're ancient, so let's choose you. I actually want to get out there that, you know what? I think skincare, the very best people in the skincare world are people that have kind of been there, done that. You know, if you're 22, you've not experienced all that we have. We have all the dramas of the past and we've learned from them. So I wouldn't listen to anybody that when they tell you that you're too old for skincare. You're not. So I did that for that reason. But actually, and the picture, they took a nice picture of me. The picture's really good. So, you know, I'll give them that. But they were saying about Mad About Skin, and then that was one of them said, "Oh, that'd be a great name for a resort spa." I was like, "Yeah, it'd be great." And like, could be a clothing optional one. I was like, no. So basically, what you're saying is I'm old, and my YouTube name sounds like a nudist resort. That's what they were saying, and I still did that interview. Do you know what? And do you know what? There was no compensation for it. Do you know what I got from that interview? I got a dry blueberry muffin and some of that what's that water called? The Voss or whatever. So basically the water cost £5. The muffin was 50p. That was the total money that I got from doing that interview. But and I had to pay my own train fare. But all that aside, and I got called old and with a bad name. But I thought, you know what, like everything in life, I think we should just laugh. Because if we can't laugh at ourselves, we can't laugh at anything, can we? BB Sale, great to see you, my love. Suzanne said, Tom, how is the wine bribe coming along? I don't think anyone bribed Tom with wine because he had a random name generator. I think he would have been open to a bribe, but no one came forward. Elizabeth says, hi, Rob. It's pouring cats and dogs here in New York City. I hope your area is sunny and beautiful. It is, Elizabeth, as you can see. And do you know what? I love the term raining cats and dogs because I would love a world where the skies opened and cats and dogs descended on us. We have a Leo cat who is up there. Leo, he might come down. So you might get cat action. And the dog, so my pupster, he broke into the cupboard and ate an entire bag of cat food, and then he drank loads of water because it was dry food. Then he bloated, and now he's sort of laying on his back with his legs in the air, looking like he might never walk again. Not great. Will a lesson be learned? No, it won't. He'll do exactly the same thing in a week's time. Anne, great to see you, my love. Says Anson, I was going to ask you something, but I now forgot. Anne, it will come back to you. Think, and then I'll answer it when you remember. Irene says, happy birthday, darling. Thank you so much. Laura, great to see you. Chris says, hello, Mad About Skin family and Rob. So glad I could finally join. Chris, we have missed you. Where have you been? Life gets in the way, and life has no right to get in the way of a good live stream. We love you. Robin, great to see you. Saying a fan from Cambodia. We love. Do you know what I love? I keep a chart of when people say, like, I'm from this country, I'm this country. I've got a chart, I've crossed it off, so where I've interacted with people. Cambodia is a new cross off. So Robin, thank you for my first Cambodian interaction that I'm aware of. I'm sure there are other people watching from Cambodia that haven't left a comment, but yeah, so let me know like where you're from. Let me know where you're from, because I'd love to cross some more names off the list, because I want us to I want to be able to declare that we're a truly global channel. The furthest, I think the niche, well, not nichest, but the most fabulous place is we got an order from Vanuatu, which is a tiny island in the Pacific. It looks gorgeous. I googled it because when the order came I was like, where is that? Google it. Oh my god, it looks gorgeous. Literally one of the most beautiful countries in the world. But yeah, I think it's shipped a Mad About Skin set to them, which was really wonderful. So yeah, I love to know where all you guys are from. Pinja, great to see you, my love. Fristenberg says we all love Tom. He deserves all the wine. Tom deserves a big box of wine. The Just for the Record people, Tom is a boxed wine kind of man. Don't none of that corked bottle rubbish. He likes a box. Morgana says, hi Rob, recently got the Isn't Tree green tea fresh toner. Love that. But was not prepared for the pungent smell. Is it normally like that? Yeah. But I don't think the smell hangs around too long. So I'd say put up with the smell because the results are gorgeous. I promise you. Let's see. Hells, great to see you, my love. Saying looking good. Watching you on my new big screen TV. Oh, I don't think I'm ready for big screen. Someone says I'm watching you in HD the other day. I was like, no. No, I don't want to be seen in HD. I want to be in that, you know, that like Angela Lansbury Murder She Wrote filter where everything looks like it's got a coat of Vaseline on it. That's what I want to be seen through. Love you, Hells. Says, look how lovely you be looking, Rob. Thank you. I would like to say, I think I had a haircut. I think that helps. And do you know what? This t-shirt, an oldie but a goodie. I think it was Sweet Tea that said, like a couple of live streams ago, you really suit like navy, Rob. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear more navy. And I found this in the cupboard, which is actually an ASOS purchase. ASOS, like £3. Bargain. Amy says, hey Rob, could you use your Mad About Skin exfoliator and then the Allies of Skin or Trinity Vitamin C serum? You could. In fact, I think it would work quite well to do it in that order, because whilst it's not a super low pH exfoliator, it will certainly lower the pH of the skin, so following with the vitamin C would be a really, really good option. Yes, and I promised Aileen, promised faithfully, that I would do a swatch of the Allies of Skin Vitamin C on the Facebook group. So as soon as I finish this live stream, I will do that, I promise. Scott says, good morning from California. Hope all is well. Well, Scott, you have just won the giveaway. Obviously, I'm quite behind with the comments, so hopefully you've hung around to realise you won the giveaway. But that should make it a very good morning in California, and we love you, Scott. Yes, BBCL makes a good point. That green tea fresh toner by Isn't Tree can stain your sheets. So just be careful with that. Makeup Boy says, hello from Finland. Nice to be here again. Great to see you, my love. Wonderful to have you here. Blair says, hello, everyone. Greets from Paris on vacation. Oh, sounds divine. Are you from Paris on vacation somewhere else, or in Paris vacationing? I love Paris, so gorgeous. Elizabeth says, you look awesome, always looking young. God bless you. Thank you, Elizabeth, that's so kind of you. We call the sunspots azelaic acid or lactic acid. I still think for hyperpigmentation, there's always going to be an element of trial and error. This is something I've learned anyway. Different ingredients work differently, so my advice for hyperpigmentation would always be use a couple of actives together to really get on top of it, and then use them until you get the results you want, and then reduce the frequency just to maintain it, but don't stop, because often if we stop, the hyperpigmentation will come back. So treat until you get the results you want, and then lower the percentage or the frequency, and then like maintain from then on. See, Arsenal, great to see you, my love. Kirsten is also in the house. Says, hi Rob, I got my order. Thank you for my personalised notes. So fine, Kirsten. I always try, because I know so many of you guys and I've interacted with you so frequently on the channel, I always try when I'm writing the notes for the Mad About Skin orders to make it a little bit personal, because I kind of feel like I say, I always say on this channel, we're not like a subscriber number. We're like family. We know things about each other that like families would know. You know what I mean? Which is why it kind of makes it so special. So I do always try to write the personal notes, and it's nice when I'm just glad that you guys enjoy them. Tanya says, "Hi Rob, hope you had a great birthday." I did, my love, and welcome. Vandana, sorry, I pronounced your name wrong. Sending you lots and lots of love. Ailey says, "Still a happy birthday to you." Thank you. I woke up and someone went outside to put the bin out, and someone shouted "Happy birthday" to me. And one of my neighbours, I was like, wrong day, but you know what? I'm still celebrating, and why not? Paul says, "Rob, I've been using Bioma as my routine for start to finish with actives like salicylic acid, tret, and azelaic acid, and my skin is handling them effortlessly." Oh, wonderful. I haven't actually tried a lot from Bioma. Very reasonably priced brand, so that's tick in the box. We love that. Haven't tried a lot from them, but I will. So yeah, thank you for sharing. What's your favourite product out of all of them? If you had to like recommend one of their products, what would it be? Chris says, "What's your favourite Drugstore azelaic acid product?" Ooh, Chris, no, you can't. It's like choosing your favourite child. Favourite Drugstore azelaic acid? Well, I love and have always loved the Face Theory one. I don't know, because it comes in at £17. I'm not sure how drugstore that really is, but that is my absolute favourite. I like the I do like the Revox one. Sorry, couldn't get my words out. I like the Revox one. It's like the ordinary, but has a nicer finish and doesn't pill like the ordinary. It's £5. So that Revox one will probably be the one that I'd reach for. I also really like the Garden of Wisdom one. You can buy Garden of Wisdom online rather than in a physical drugstore, but again, it's like £10 and is really good. So I'd say those two. Revox probably would be like what I call like the gold standard at the drugstore, but Face Theory is always going to have my heart, I think. So Hildy, great to see you, says, "Hi, hope you're having a great weekend. I was wondering if anyone knows a dupe for the Great Barrier Relief Serum or the Liquid Gold. Ordering those is tricky because of where I'm from." Hildy, I get you, because ordering both of those is really tricky here in the UK as well. I keep hearing that Crave are going to be coming to the UK soon. I don't know how true that is, but I'll let you guys know if I hear any more about it. A good dupe for either of them. What would I probably go for? Tell you what, Hildy, would you mind cutting and pasting that comment in the main comment section? I'll have a look through and find some. There are some dupes out there. There's some really good dupes out there. I just want to recommend you the very best dupes. And also drop in, let me know where you in the world you are, and I can find one that's available to you. Elizabeth says, "Oh no, I'm late." Oh, Elizabeth, I was late too. So don't worry about it. And we're way behind with the comments, so you've got plenty of time to catch up. Kirsten said, "Happy birthday. I've been busy all week." I nearly said happy birthday to you too, Kirsten. That's not the right answer to that. Thank you very much, Kirsten, is what I should have said. Laura says, "Happy birthday." Thank you so much. Elizabeth says, "You are humble and cute." And Elizabeth again, "Happy birthday, Rob." Thank you. And that's really kind. That's really kind. Yeah, thank you. Just thank you. That's just put a huge smile on my face. Fristenberg says, "Haha, that's what we call the old crew, and then you include me. I'm still new." And Fristenberg, no, I think I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to remember when people like I started like reading their comments and stuff. I always love reading your comments, Fristenberg. So old, new, doesn't really matter. I enjoy them, and that's the main thing. We love you. Rita, great to see you, my love, and thank you for your birthday wishes. Alicia says, "Happy birthday, happy Saturday." Yes, happy Saturday, everyone. What is everyone doing this weekend? We've got anything exciting? Next weekend is the Jubilee weekend, which here in the UK, we're obviously celebrating the Queen's Jubilee. I'll have my bunting and my flag to wave. It's also an extra long bank holiday weekend, 4-day weekend, so thank you, Her Majesty, for giving us a long weekend. Who doesn't love that? So Elizabeth says, "Yeah, I second the azelaic acid help." Well, hopefully those two drugstore recommendations are perfect. And one tip I would always say with azelaic acid: keep it in the fridge, because it actually goes onto the skin better. You don't get that prickling sensation that you can get with some azelaic acids if you keep it in the fridge. So I would always say to people, if you can, keep your azelaic acid in the fridge. You will definitely notice the benefits, and it'll just be easier on the skin. So that's what I would usually recommend to people if you have the option. Now let's have a look and see where I've just lost where I am in the chat. I haven't done that for a while, so we're on good. Asa says, "Happy belated birthday." Thank you so much, my love. Suzanne says, "Now I'm trying to imagine 24-year-old Rob." Oh, what was 24-year-old Rob? Well, start. I'm the sort of person, I always say in life, if you can't look back on where you've come from, you can't really appreciate where you've got to. So I always look back with positivity and love, even though some of it was tragic. So what would my mother say to my 24-year-old me? So let's start with the positives. 24-year-old me had a good job. So I started a graduate scheme, and I worked my way up, and I was bank manager by 24, which I was really proud of. I was like the youngest one in the country. So that's the positive. I was really proud of how I got to with that, and I loved that job so much. And I felt like skin was a disaster zone. It was acne central. But then, you know what? Say disaster zone. Yeah, no, it was. I decided to experiment with hair colour. Had a terracotta rinse. Nobody needed that. It was supposed to be like a dark, like a really rich autumnal brown. It sort of faded to like terracotta in the worst possible way. That was bad. Oh, and I decided to have my ear pierced. I thought, let's be a rebel. Had my ear pierced, and that kind of got infected and went green. So we had like the green with the red terracotta. It was a hot mess. Just a hot mess. And that colour took ages. Like my mum, who's a hairdresser, I used to go back to hers like every week and be like, can you cut more off, please, Mum? She'd be like, yeah, fine. It took like years to grow out. It's awful. So I'd say job-wise, things were good at 24. The look, I'm not sure. I'll try and find a picture of me with the Diamante stud and the terracotta rinse. There is one somewhere. I think my best friend has lots of, and we went on a holiday, and then I went on a holiday and I was like wearing this like yellow t-shirt. It looked like traffic lights. It was so bad. I'll try and find it and I'll post it on the Facebook group for you. So I'd say 24-year-old Rob was work in progress. A teenager. But the thing about looking so tragic in your youth is you always look better later on. Yeah. Teenagers, happy birthday, but don't worry, Rob. You don't look a day older than 38. You're so kind. Love you, TNH. Paul said, just stopping in to send you more love and Chris like button. I will watch and replay. Paula, we love you and sending you lots and lots of love. William says, thoughts on Dmae and skincare. Haven't much experience with it beyond, I use the Stratia. Is it called Rewind? Their little serum that has Dmae in. It's supposed to be a really clinically proven, have some really good anti-aging benefits. So yeah, I think the studies show it has anti-aging benefits. It's just, you can't find it in a lot of products, and the products it is in tend to be on the more expensive side, which I think puts me off trying it. But there's definitely a lot of studies to show how good it is. And if you want to try it, that Stratia Rewind is what I'd recommend. Sandria says, happy birthday from a beautiful Barbados. Oh, do you know what? Yes. Yes. My cruise later in the year is to the Caribbean, and Barbados is one of the stops. And honestly, it's one of the most beautiful islands I think I've ever been to. Not just because it's beautiful, because it is, but the people. Like, I mean it as a compliment when I say the people in Barbados are so laid back, they're practically asleep the whole time. And I love that. It's that laid back vibe. Nothing worries them. It's just a chill, beautiful atmosphere. And they're just such a warm and welcoming people. Yeah, Barbados, I would definitely recommend. It's so, yeah, beautiful. Sandria, you have sent me into like holiday mode, and I'm sending you so much love to you and everyone over in Barbados. Hildy says, I don't realise my messages were too long. Does anyone know a dupe for... Oh, we've covered that. Don't worry, my love. I will promise. Oh, in the Netherlands. So yeah, come paste it in the comment section. I will find you a good dupe that goes to the Netherlands. Demi says, happy belated birthday, Rob. Thank you, Demi. Hope you had an amazing day. Got my Mad About Skin order yesterday. Yes. The lip balm is so good. The lip balm is what I'm really excited about, because I think, you know, a lot of people think you have to pay a lot for a good lip balm. You don't. You can formulate a good lip balm really inexpensively, and I kind of hope to approve that. Let me know, you guys, let me know your feedback as the products arrive. Have I delivered that? And yeah, and to say thank you, because the shipping took some time, you know, out of my control, but still, I always want to be as quick as possible. We're now back to, if you want to order any of the Mad About Skin products, the turnaround on shipping is now back to 3 days. So don't worry about it. We had problems with Royal Mail. We obviously had the pre-order. It was all a bit hectic, but we're back to normal. And say thank you for you guys and all your patience. I put in most of the thing a little discount code to say thank you for your patience, so you can use that on future orders if you did want to reorder. Just a way of saying thank you, because I always like to, I know you guys do mean the world to me, so just a small way of me saying thank you to each and every one of you. In terms of this video, I'm just going to have another sip of this before my voice goes, because I can't believe I've been rabbiting on for 50 minutes already. If you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat and click the like button, we're nearly at 100 likes, which it'd be amazing to cross 100 likes by the end of the live. So if you haven't already, minimize the chat. If you hop over, click the like button, when you maximize the chat, it takes you right back to where you were, so you don't miss out on anything. Catherine, great to see you, my love. Kirsten says, I use lactic acid a few days a week. Please tell me if I bought the Mad About Skin, would it fit in? It would. I just wouldn't use it on the days where you use lactic acid, that's all. It's a low strength lactic acid on the Mad About Skin one, so you can absolutely use it as an exfoliator, but I would use it on the days where you don't use lactic acid, if that makes sense. Jan says, hey folks, just got back from my granny's 80th birthday party. We'll tell you something, old folks are wild. Jan, I know, when my gran got in later than I did the other day, that's not okay. That's not okay. Then they have better social lives than me. But Jan, send your granny a huge, huge happy birthday from me and everyone here at Mad About Skin. And you know what? Age is just a number, and I'm all about. I am gonna grow old outrageously. That is my plan. Suzanne said, "Jan's old folks party pretty hard." Suzanne, it sounds like you need a holiday. Lay out on the sofa. Just have this on in the background, eyes closed. It sounds like you need a break. Paul says the Face Theory salicylic acid toner has a high concentration of a surfactant, which isn't suitable for a stay-on product. So this is open to negotiation, open to question. It's been tested to go through testing to prove that it's fine as a leave-on treatment. You can of course wash it off if you don't want. Salicylic acid takes 60 seconds to get into the skin. I'd leave it on a little bit longer than that, and then you can wash it off. But different products, I would say, rather than focusing on an ingredient, you look at the formulation that's held within. That's kind of, I think we went through a stage 2 years ago where people said, you know, ingredient, I don't want to quote another YouTuber, but people said like there was nothing, like ingredients told you the full story. They don't. Actually, ingredients tell you part of a story. You've got to look at what they're formulated alongside, because the ingredients and the formulation kind of make the product. And I would like us all to move on from the, let's just look at this, unless if you're allergic to an ingredient, obviously look out for that ingredient and avoid it. But we need to think about like the overall formulation and how it works, rather, and how it's going to interact with your skin type, because obviously what will work well for one skin type won't work better for another. And in the case of the salicylic acid from Face Theory, I probably wouldn't use it if I had a very dry skin type or a very sensitive skin type, but I think for everyone else that would work really, really well. But thank you for the feedback. Alyssa said, can you put the ordinary buffet on after using Paula's Choice Dupe? Yes. After using the Paula's Choice Dupe, you absolutely can. Yeah, Elizabeth, you could. Because the pH of salicylic acid doesn't need to be pH sensitive, so it doesn't need to be in a low pH. So actually you can use the salicylic acid product and then follow on with a buffet, no problems at all. That's a really good question. I should have said that, but yes, you absolutely can. Hildy says, the age always feels me too. True though. Christopher says, old people are hilarious and really know how to party. I know, and I love that. People should be partying their little socks off no matter what age they happen to be. I can't anymore. I have one mojito and literally I'm asleep. Megan, great to see you, Mother, says, happy Saturday everyone. Wanted to share exciting news with you all. I'm expecting my second baby boy. Surprised you're going to be, and again, Emily, Megan, I know you and your sister Emily are going to be, that is the most wonderful news. Megan, thank you so much for sharing. And you guys, share, because we're all one big family here, share in all your good news. I cannot tell you how pleased I am for you, Megan. And yeah, we want to know all the goss. We want to know when the birth happens. We want to know names. We want to know weights. I want to know all of it. And congratulations. That's made my week. Thank you so much for sharing. Chris said, I just got my Beauty of Joseon sunscreen and Beauty of Joseon cleansing balm yesterday. I'm super excited to try them. Chris, you can't try the cleansing balm before I do. Oh no, cleansing balm you've got, that's fine, I've already tried that one. You can't try the cleansing gel before I do, because I demand first dibs on that. But I hope you love the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. It's one of my absolute favourites, Chris. And me and you have the same skin type, so I think you'll love it. Teresa says, as I'm working today, I've got you on the ear today, so don't tell my employees. Shh. I have a question about your exfoliating gel. How often can I use it in place of my 10% lactic acid? I think twice a week is more than enough. I would recommend you can use it a little bit more frequently if you want and you don't have sensitive skin. But my recommendation with the Mad About Skin exfoliator is twice a week, use it all over the skin, take it onto the neck. It's gentle enough to use on the neck. And then on the days you don't use it as a pinpoint on any areas of discoloration or dark spots. That'll just help them to lift a little bit quicker. Sugarless says, happy birthday to the best YouTube I know. Thank you, Sugarless, you're too kind. I know you're 1 year younger than me, have something in the works, but a bit of a delay. I have to get my baby gift together. I'll be getting another of these very soon. How exciting, my love. Oh, so much good news, and we love you, Sugarless. Love you so much. Let's have a look. Irene says, have you ever tried Isdin SPF? I haven't, but I always watch these live streams back so I can see your recommendations, and then I often put quite a few of them on order. These live streams are the worst thing for my wallet, by the way. I always end up putting so many products on order, so I will definitely check that one out. Yeah, lots of congratulations to Megan. I think we all share in your joy. Elizabeth says, I like your crib, Rob. Thank you. Got some birthday cards going on. We've got some cat toys. It's a very lived-in house, I would would say. But I do have, I've booked a place to film some new content, just as a bit of a getaway, and that's quite it's a gorgeous, like, double height ceilings, big windows. I can't wait to film that. It's going to be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see. Elizabeth says, I'm getting a little random pimples around my face. I've never had any pimples in my life. Recommendations for treatments to get rid of them while I figure out what caused it. Well, the key thing is figure out what caused it. There could be a couple of things. It could be an product you've introduced. It could be a bit of stress. It could be hormone led. I won't worry about it too much, but kind of think about it, what's changed, and then maybe that'll be able to help. I would recommend a good salicylic acid gel and just dab it on those areas where you get the pimples, and it should just help them dry up a little bit quicker, clear up that a little bit faster. You don't have to spend a lot. The Geek and Gorgeous Perfectly Clear is one of my favourites. Scott says, any thoughts on the pomegranate extract in products? I keep seeing it more and more. Yeah, it's one of those hot ingredients at the moment. It's like all fruit extracts. It'll be mildly exfoliating and could brighten the skin a little bit. Pomegranate, there's nothing wrong with it. It has some antioxidant benefits as well. Do I think it's like a go-to must-have in a skincare routine? No, but it is a bit of a hot trend at the moment. So if you want to be trendy and you want to try something a little bit different, I do think pomegranate extract will work to brighten the skin a little bit. Just a Smile said, would you please remind me of your Face Theory discount code? Just a Smile, that's such a lovely name. Yes, it is all capital letters, Mad About Skin 25. And that gets you 25% off anything at Face Theory. Beth says, congratulations, Megan. I know, and love you lots, Beth. Corinne the Cat says, hi, Rob. Just got your products. I'm a bit confused about the exfoliating gel. The instructions on the label say it should rinse thoroughly, but I thought it was a leave-on. So, right, this is a really good point. So thank you, Corinne the Cat. We put rinse thoroughly afterwards because I wanted the instructions to be applicable to the most sensitive skin type. And if you have a very sensitive skin type, I would recommend that as a wash-off treatment. For everybody else, it's a leave-on treatment. It self-neutralizes. The reason we went on the cautious side is I think with skincare you should always be a bit more cautious. But I can give you, because when you read something on a box, it is literally just that. You can't really explain it. I can explain it to you here. You absolutely can leave it on as a leave-on treatment, which is what I do. But if you have very sensitive skin, you should wash it off. Does that make sense? It self-neutralizes, so after 2 minutes, it'll neutralize and still be working for you. But the reason I wanted to put that on the box, and we thought long and hard about this, is I wanted everybody to be included with it, even those with super sensitive skin. But if you've got a more resilient skin type, you patch test and make sure it's fine. You can absolutely use it as a leave-on treatment. Let's see. Raisewing said, congrats, Megan. How are you having a wonderful pregnancy? This is it. Yeah, hopefully everything goes smoothly for you, my love. Victoria says, I just had a guy at work tell me the reason people are so vitamin D deficient is because of all the sunscreen we wear. Plus, it's not the sun that gives us skin cancer, it's the sunscreen. Okay, well, that's a thought. Yes. I would say there are those people out there that say you're more likely to get cancer from sunscreens than you are from the sun. That is not true. I think there's been many scientific studies that have proven that. I will just say, as somebody who has had skin cancer and had to have cancerous moles removed from their body, as I did 5 years ago, I would much rather wear sunscreen. So I think until you've lived this experience and you're sat in the doctor's office and you have a random mole check and you think it's all going to be fine, because it's been fine every single year, and the doctor like looks and then says, just going to step out and get my colleague, and you think, oh no, this isn't going well. And the colleague goes in and, oh, and then they say, yeah, that needs to be removed and we have to cut like 2 centimeters around it, and then we'll see if we can pull the skin together, but it might need a graft, and they do all of that. And I say, okay, when do I come back? And say, no, we need to do it now. And they do it now. And then you're quite panicked, and then you have it done. And actually it turns out that it all went really well. When you go through that experience, I would say to people, just wear your sunscreen. Just wear your sunscreen. To anyone that thinks sunscreens give you cancer more so than the sun, there is no scientific proof that that's the case. There is zero evidence that that's the case. And you know what? If people are worried about chemical sunscreens, everything is chemical, but we call chemical sunscreens chemical sunscreens. You can get a decent mineral sunscreen. Use what works for you. But I think anyone that says sunscreen's bad for you, take it from somebody that had to have that conversation with their dermatologist, and it was the most terrifying and haunting experience of my life. Nobody should be in that position, and it's because I didn't wear enough sunscreen when I was younger, and I regret that every day. So I am coated head to foot. And also, if you don't want to wear too much sunscreen, cover up. That's another way of doing it. Just as a side note. But yes, Hopefully you dispel that myth for them, Victoria, my love. Irriglove says, I'm still waiting for my order. I hope it arrives next week. Royal Mail still states I haven't received my packet to ship it. Oh, Irriglove, would you mind just dropping your... There's a contact us section on the Mad About Skincare webpage. Just drop us your email, your order number in that, and I will get Royal Mail to reset the tracking, because sometimes it doesn't reset. Everything has left. The cupboard is bare. You couldn't see this room for boxes last week, so I promise everything's been sent. So it might be that it just hasn't, it might just need resetting. So let me know your order number. I'll get Royal Mail to reset it. So let's see. William says, congratulations to Eloise and Scott. Yes, congratulations to the winners. I know Eloise usually watches on replay, so hopefully this will be a nice surprise for her. And Scott says, oh, shucks, thank you so much. It's a pleasure, Scott. Reach out on the email that's in the bottom of the description of any of my videos, and I will choose a product. Yeah, choose any product from Allies of Skin or PSA Skincare. I'd go Allies of Skin. They're more expensive. When someone's giving you something for free, get the lobster. Let's see. So Megan says, I'm mad about seeing our pregnancy friend bonus. Yeah. Charlotte says, hope you had a fab birthday, my love. I did, Charlotte. Thank you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Anna Katie says, hi Rob, I've been a silent viewer for the past 2 years, but haven't been brave enough to comment. Thank you for your live streams. I usually listen to them when I feel anxious. Anna Katie, we love you. And you know what? It makes me so happy when what we call the long-time lurkers, first-time commenters, comes for. I'd say to anybody that hasn't commented, leave a comment. We are a wonderful, welcoming and non-judgmental space. I think a lot of places online are quite judgmental. You know, you're shot down for asking a comment that someone else thinks is stupid. There are no stupid questions. There are no stupid comments. And we kind of just love everybody. So yes. And Anna Katie, if you haven't, join the Facebook group, because I always like to think that's a really we try to keep it as a positive space. And thank you for reaching out and commenting. We love you all so much. BB says, Mad About Skin Spring Water coming soon. Watch this space. Which reminds me, I'm going to take a sip of this, otherwise I'll lose my voice. If you haven't already, if you could gently minimize this chat, cross over to the like button, gently caress that. Also, you have to click that like button because it now flashes. This is a new YouTube feature. When you click the like button, it kind of does this like pop of celebration. Definitely worth trying. Click the like button, you'll know what I mean. And then you can segue seamlessly back over to the chat, and it'll take you back to where you left off. I'm going to take a big sip of my water while you guys do that. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes. It's really, really good. It's actually really nice. It's actually really, really nice. Rena says, what do you think about dry brushing? It's very controversial. I think many people say they saw great results, others say it's terrible. I think on the body it can be really good. I tried it because, and don't all come for me, I know you're all gonna come for me now, I tried it because I saw Gwyneth Paltrow do it. Now, don't follow Gwyneth Paltrow's skincare routine, it's terrible, but she saw this dry brushing, and I thought, actually, for exfoliation on the body and getting the circulatory system going, there are some proven benefits of it. So I watched a video of her doing it so I can kind of see how to do it, and then cross-reference it with someone that isn't Gwyneth Paltrow. And yeah, just some dry brushing. I think the benefits are it helps with circulation, it can remove dead skin cells, and some people say it helps with cellulite. I don't know how true that is, but some people say that it does. So it definitely has some proven benefits. Would I do it every day? No, I'm a bit lazy, but I do think there's a place for it. I definitely think there is a place for it. I wouldn't do it on the face. I think it's a little bit too harsh to do on the face. But on the body, I think it's a great way of just kind of keeping everything fresh. Vigi says, thoughts on microcurrent devices. Do you think it's worth it? Now, I haven't bought one because I don't want to pay the price. Do I think that they're bad? Absolutely not. I think they've got some really great benefits. And I do think they can help tighten the skin. They can have some rejuvenating effects. I'm not against microcurrent devices. I just would rather invest that money in serums and topically applied skincare rather than microcurrent devices. But that doesn't mean that they don't work. And I think there's a body of evidence that show absolutely they do. So I think it all comes down to your own budget, what you're willing to spend on your skincare. If reaching for a Foreo or whatever product that costs something in the region of like £80 here in the UK, if that isn't too much money and you're not foregoing other things in your life for it, then yeah, go for it. I think it could add some really good value. I just don't think it is necessarily... I don't think it's necessarily essential is what I'm trying to get across. I think there are other things that you could do. other than that. But it all comes down to your personal budget. And, you know, one thing I always say to people is when it comes to skincare, like, think about what your skin type is, what your outcomes you want to get, and what your budget is. Because those are the three things that are really gonna determine kind of what you get out of the products, if that makes sense. I should have said at this point in the video is that we do have a premiere today. So I just quietly set that while I was answering that comment. That's a bit of multitasking for you because I totally forgot. We do have a premiere today, and it's on the mistakes you make with drugstore skincare. So have you ever walked into a drugstore and just picked up every single thing in the entire collection because you're like, yes, I'm just going to buy the whole thing, and then you get it home and you waste half the products, things like that. The mistakes we make. I love drugstore skincare. I'm drugstore to my core, but I also know that we often make quite a few mistakes when it comes to the drugstore. So I kind of wanted to call some of those out to help you guys navigate your way seamlessly through drugstore skincare. I focused down on The Ordinary because I think that's the drugstore skincare brand we all use the most, but it applies to anything. So yeah, that's coming in 25 minutes time, and it's going to be premiere, and you guys have to stick around for it because I've changed the premiere music. So YouTube now lets you choose the whole music at the start. For those of you that have been around on our premieres before, that really loud and obnoxious ding 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 song that they always make me play, we've changed it. I had 20 to choose from. I chose Discotheque QUE at the end as the music. I don't know what it sounds like. So if you're interested to try some new hold music on the premiere and on the live premiere, and you want to know what Discotheque sounds like, be there in 25 minutes. You won't need to do anything. You'll automatically transfer over after this video, but I think it's one that's worth hanging around for. Tom says, Tom was about to say something, and he's not now because I've lost where I am in the chat. So let me just quickly and seamlessly pretend that never happened. Let's see. Here we are. So Tom says, I've never seen the super chat option before, but I just want to say that you don't have to use that option to ask your question. Rob is happy to answer all the questions. This is true. So YouTube do this thing called super chats, which I think the confusion is, so some content creators will only, so a super chat is where you can donate a specific amount. It can be anything. It can be like £5, £1. I don't know how it works. I've never done it, but you can donate an amount and have a donation linked to your question, and then it flashes up. And some content creators only answer questions that come in the form of super chats. That's no shade, you know, content creators, they have to make their money some way. I don't necessarily do that. It's something that's automatically applied on YouTube, so it's there. If you guys, you know, did do a super chat, obviously I am incredibly grateful for the generosity shown in this chat, but you absolutely don't need to. I answer everyone's question in the order they come in without favor or anything like that. So yes, if you wanted to, then obviously I'm incredibly overwhelmed by your generosity day in, day out, but there is no need to. It is just really nice. It's an option that YouTube put here, but it's really nice to chat with you and answer your questions free, because I like to be on this live stream. Do it every week. Let's have a look. Sugarless says, well, yeah, one of the money things popping up now. So the money, like the dollar sign at the bottom, is like the super chat thing. It's on all YouTube videos now. It's like a YouTube thing that they implemented. I guess it's to support content creators. You know, I think I was watching some of the Emily D. Baker, who's like a lawyer that does who was covering some of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial thing, and I kind of got sucked into that rabbit hole. That's a whole different story this week. And I was watching some of her stuff, and she does it all free because she can't get ads on the live streams. And I did use it just to try it out, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a nice way of supporting content creators that, you know, that you enjoy. But I don't rely on the income from this, so I don't feel obliged to. It's just a lovely way of supporting. And I've got that British sensibility where talking about money always makes me feel really embarrassed. But I do appreciate everything. And yeah, that's probably Sugarless why you're seeing it on all YouTube videos now. All channels kind of have it. I think there's a way of opting out of it, but I'm not technologically advanced enough to do that. YouTube just did it as a default. So William says, Rob, I no longer have anti-aging skin concerns. I now call it well-aging. Oh, this is a thing that's cropped up. So people don't do anti-aging anymore. They do well-aging, aging well. I'm sticking to the good old anti-aging because it kind of just rolls off the tongue. I think Kelly Driscoll does well-aging. I think she calls it well-aging. I don't know what the difference. I don't think there is a difference. But whatever you want to call it, as long as we are fabulous no matter what our age is, that's all I ask for in life. Suzanne says, Rob, I was worried that the Geek and Gorgeous azelaic acid would be too strong, so I did the Retinol trick and put it on over my moisturizer every few days. Seems to be a-okay. Yeah, the Geek and Gorgeous is one of my favourite azelaic acids because it's actually actually a derivative, so it's a little bit more gentle on the skin. It's probably one that I would recommend if you're worried about using an azelaic acid because you think it might be too sensitizing. Give the Geek and Gorgeous one a go. I think it would work quite well on almost all skin types, but that is great as well. Over the top moisturizer, buffers everything out. Shamila says, I've got pigmentation around my mouth. Please recommend something. I would go for azelaic acid or tranexamic acid or kojic acid. Pick 2 of the 3 of those and you'll get some really, really great results. Let's see. Aileen says, hi Rob, will your moisturizer come in a bigger size soon and the cleansing balm? Right, good. Update. Let's do that. Moisturizer is going to come in a big 500 gram. I should know that. Is it mil or gram? Wait there. It is mil. 500 mil, which is 20 fluid ounces or whatever the equivalent is, and with a pump, and that is going to be coming in the next couple of months, so you can use it as a body treatment. And of course, there'll be a good saving because obviously when people buy in bulk, that's the plan. I'm just going to work out the shipping because shipping that product ends up quite expensive, so I've got to work out some deals with Royal Mail on that. So that's the bit that's work in progress at the moment. But yes, watch this space. And the cleansing balm is still a work in progress, but I hope to have it launched by the end of the year. Blair says, Rob, the face area now has a sale. Which moisturizer are your top 3 from the brand? Ooh, from combination acne prone skin, just to minimize the skincare routine. I don't have a top 3. I have a favorite. It's just the Super Gel moisturizer from Face Area is amazing. One of my absolute favorite moisturizers. It's got niacinamide, it's got vitamin C derivative, it's gel, it's not got oils in, great for combination skin. Just get that and you'll love it. I promise you, you'll never look back. Such a great product. Amy says, Seaside House with fish and chips on the beach. I'll be there. Amy, come and join me. Christina says, it sounds like you had an amazing day, Rob. Thank you. I did, absolutely. Kajsa says, I really like your handwritten notes. I could feel the love. So sweet of you. Thank you. My hand got cramp after I was writing all of them. But I think, you know what? Sometimes I do genuinely appreciate each and every one of you that orders a product, and that's just my small way of kind of showing that. Aidan says, oh, I'd love to choose Trini Retinol. I don't like Dr. Sam's line at all, as a product's gone very streaky. Oh, so anyone else tried both the Trini and the Dr. Sam? Which camp are we in? And yes to a Trini review. Everyone is yes to a Trini review. That's fine. I will put the last 3 products I haven't tried on order, and I will do a full Trini review. Elizabeth said cat hairs. Anyone that has a cat knows the struggle of skincare and cat hair. Always seems to stick to me. D says, hi Rob, hope you're okay. My morning routine is currently cleanse, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, peptides and Q10 followed by moisturizer. Is that okay or would you change it up? Yes, have you got SPF? The only thing I think that's missing is an SPF, which you probably have on. I would say SPF at the end, and then you've got a perfect skincare routine, especially if you want anti-aging, because you've got the Q10, you've got the vitamin C. I would think that we and the peptides, which are like the key things. Make sure you put a good SPF on at the end. If you don't want to have a separate product, you could find a really nice moisturizing SPF and switch that in the place of your moisturizer. More people in favor of Trini review, so I'm gonna add that in. Tom says, where's Lorne today? We haven't seen him in a few weeks. He overate and now he's sat there feeling really ill. Do you want me to try and get him? I'll see if I can find him. Let's have a look. Lonnie! Lon, what's this? I can hear him coming. I can hear him. Lonnie! Here we go. Good boy. Are you going to come and say hi to everyone? Oh, there we are. Yeah, thank you. So, this is Lon, who is my miniature dachshund. Though he's not so miniature today because somebody broke into the cat's food, didn't they, and ate their own body weight in it, which is why he's a bit rotund and why he's not allowed to eat anything for tea, because until all of this works its way through, we don't want him to overeat. So yes, welcome to one very compulsive eater. And now you're tired, and he spent the whole day laying on his back, been like, oh, can't move. You know when you get like the worst pasta bloat? You've had that all day, haven't you, love? Yes, you've had that all day. And now you look like butter wouldn't melt, but I was very angry with you this morning. Teresa says, is using a cream facial hair remover harmful to the skin? I think cream facial, like dilapidatory cream, we call it here in the UK, that sounds bougie, is generally full of like ammonia and quite aggressive ingredients. I think if you just use it once a month, and it's fine. They are quite harsh chemicals. But if you haven't got very sensitive skin, I think you'll be absolutely fine. Jill says, happy birthday, Rob. Hope it was a good one. It was, my love. Thank you so much. Casey Calloway says, hello, lovely. Hello, my love. Great to see you. Swinny said, hi, Rob. Have you ever tried the Dr. Dennis Gross Retinol Eye Serum? It looks interesting. I've wanted to try it. It's been on my list of things to try for ages. I just haven't got around to it, but I think I probably will. Elizabeth says, can you mix Q10 with anything? Yes, it goes with literally everything. Best friend to everything is Q10. Suzanne says, don't forget to gently caress that like button. Yes. Okay, I paid the dog tax. You've all had a glimpse of a very, very round and full puppy. I think that's worth a like. If anything, that is worth a like. I'm going to take a sip of my tea to give you all the opportunity to do that. And I realised I said tea then. I meant sparkling water, but it's all good. Aileen says we need a squeaky toy. We do not need... The squeaky toy actually has departed. The squeak was removed by his lordship here, and then he chewed the foot off it, and then we threw it. No more squeaky toys. Demi says, Rob, would you recommend using a retinol around the eyes? I would, but I just make sure that you don't have too sensitive an eye area, because that could be a little bit problematic. So as long as you haven't got sensitive eyes, under eye in particular, yes, I wouldn't put it on the eyelids, because that is a super sensitive area, and I think that could cause problems. And what would I use? Any retinol, to be honest. I just won't use prescription. Anything over the counter. I like the Face Theory one's really good. I like the A Game 5 for the eye from Geek and Gorgeous. Those would be my two recommendations. Teenage says 100% there's a gin in that sparkling water. I promise you, I wish there was. Lucky Cham says, what is the best face mask you've used? Oh, I like the green tea mask by Face Theory. That's my favourite. I don't do eye patches because I think they're a waste of time. And I know you can all come. I know lots of you guys love the face patches, so there's no shade. Just for me, they never seem to deliver a whole lot of benefit. Karen says, hi Rob, love your channel here in upstate New York. Shared my local Sephora. Happy birthday. Shared in my local Sephora. Thank you so much. Love you, Karen. We love you. Maria says, do you think Boots Niacinamide Serum and Alpha Hydroxy Acid Serum are decent? Yes, I love both of them, and also Boots do a really nice glycolic acid body gel. So good. Like, it's their Boots ingredients line. It's £4. If you can get to a Boots, it comes in a huge bottle. So good. Would definitely recommend it. Let's see. Amy says, Rob, compared to me, you're a fetus. Thank you, Amy. I'm going with that. I'm still 28 in my mind. William says, Rob, 36 is considered middle-aged. Well, thank you, William. Thank you very much. Let's see. Shah says, at what percentage will glycolic acid boost collagen? Studies have shown anything over 5%. D was like, I'm going to rattle through as many comments as possible to like get maximum because I'm way behind. Shalice says, devastated dad missed the first half an hour. Watch it at the end. Hey, Rob. Well, it's always there for you on replay, and we love you so much, Shalice. D says, Rob, I'm very curious. Could you do a video showing us what you have in your cabinet in your room? I could. Ooh, should we have like a vanity, like what's in my skincare collection? I would happily do that. Yeah, do you want it on the Facebook group or as a YouTube video? Let me know. Sugarla says, Rob, I thought you were going to dress up for your birthday. Have you heard about the ABBA experience? Oh, have I heard about the ABBA experience? Everyone's giving it 5 stars. I need ticket. I need to go. So yes, I will be at the ABBA experience. I promise you. It looks so good. It looks so good. Amy said, Mad About Skin Nudist result would definitely need a sunscreen. Oh, that's a good point, Amy. Oh, think of the amount of sunscreen you'd need. You see, this is why it's not practical. It is not practical. I also feel like I've got a body that's better fully clothed at all times. And less sunscreen, so it's all good. Suzanne says, yeah, Lorne, the little stuffed turkey. Yes. I think it's going to be a difficult evening. He's been very gurgly, haven't you, Lorne? Oh, we've got Leo. Let me show you Leo, the cat. Oh, one dog down. Oh. And then this is my cat, Leo, who is a Singaporer. So if anyone's in the house from Singapore, this is the national cat of Singapore. And he is the most handsome cat in the world, aren't you, Leo? Aren't you? Yes. Got allergies at the moment. Got a bit of hay fever, haven't you? So your eyes are a little bit sore. But half a Piriton a day is all it takes. And he is such a little sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. He's not a cuddler, though. He likes to sit on you, but he doesn't like being cuddled. Morjana says, interacting with you from Latvia. Love you, love you, love you. Fristenberg from Denmark. We love a bit of Danish action. Beta says, how's the pop? Hopefully you've just seen him. overeating is what I'd say. Suzanne says, hi Rob. Yeah, every TV is kind of HD at this point. Yeah, I know. I'm onto a loser if I don't want to be seen in HD. I appreciate that. Sugarless says, Rob, I've got you on the big screen today since nobody else is at home chatting on my phone. We love that. Chencha says, hi Rob, good to see you. What is your opinion on red, green and blue light therapy? I've got an LED mask and I love the red light therapy. I also quite like the blue light therapy. Studies have shown it does work. I would just always say to people, don't overpay. You know, don't scrimp and save and go without other things to get like an LED mask in your life, but it's a nice thing to have if you want to try it out. Irene says you should collaborate with Sheer Lux team. I'm not sure about the spelling. You don't know the YouTube channel. Take a look. Oh, I'll take a look, Irene. Thank you. I'll definitely take a look at them. Bailey says happy belated birthday. Been on Tret for a month now. My skin is loving it. Should I still use the BHA that I used to use? Yeah, if it works for you. I would always say sometimes you might need to take it down a notch with Tret, but if it works for you, you're not getting a lot of irritation and issues. Yeah, go for it, my love. Go for it. G says, back from Vegas. Hello again. We love a Vegas trip. I saw Celine and Cher in Vegas. Game changing. Excited to try your Mad About Skin serum. Should I alternate my standard vitamin C serum or combine them? You can combine them because it's gentle enough that you can combine them, but I'd probably alternate them at first, see how it interacts with your skin, and then you can combine them later on. But yeah, absolutely, you can combine. I just think always go a little bit gentle at first, just to be, be on the safe side. Because I, minimize the risk of any irritation or anything like that. But yeah, you can absolutely use it alongside other vitamin C's because it's in a gentle derivative format, which is one of the main reasons I chose a derivative, because it kind of just makes it super easy. Let me see. We've got Chris says, thank you for answering my question, lovely. Chris, always a pleasure, my love. Kirsten says, thinking about buying the Mad About Skin exfoliation, how do I use it alone, the lactic acid? I would use it on opposite days to lactic acid, and you get the best results. Katharina says, fashionably uber late today, but lovely to join. Thank you for joining, my love. We love you. Chris says, excited for the long Jubilee weekend. I've made my own bunting. Well, I made it for Kate and Will's wedding. That's like 10 years ago, isn't it? I still got the same bunting. It's great. It's Union Jack. It looks gorgeous. Blair says, I'm from Berlin. Today I arrived with some friends in Paris. The weather is amazing. It's difficult to decide which skincare products to take with me. Have a look at the French pharmacy, though. They have some great products that you only seem to be able to get in France, and I love it. Thank you again, Rob. No, it's an absolute pleasure, my love. Irene says, working as always, Rob. Fortunately, I love the Queen. I love the Queen. I absolutely love our Queen. She's like I just think she's like the embodiment of like hard work, dedication, just being fabulous. And I love her. Absolutely love her. And thank you. We've crossed 100 likes. So thank you all so much for over 100 likes. And we've still got 10 minutes to go, so we can get that higher and higher. Today's video, like I said, is going to be straight after this. And we're talking about mistakes we make with drugstore skincare. You don't need to do anything. It'll automatically be transferred over to it. And we have a new intro sound music to it. So we'll see if Discotheque by YouTube is any better than Classic, which was that awful song that they had before it, also by YouTube. Chris says, oh my god, we need photographic evidence of 24-year-old Rob. I don't think we do, but I don't want to disappoint. I will find it. I will hunt it down. Bailey says, in the US we have a long weekend for Memorial Day this weekend. Amazing. Enjoy the Memorial weekend, anyone that's celebrating. Suzanne says, Rob, being younger is where you can enjoy being silly and a little disaster. It made you and no one here is complaining. This is true. I do feel that my terracotta rinse defined me in my 24 years. Ooh, Tom says, how about we do mojitos in Barbados instead of Bermuda? I'm open to that idea, Tom. I'm open to that idea. Elizabeth says, we are 82 likes. Can we please give Rob more likes? Oh, I love the fact that now we're at 100 likes. So clearly that means I'm a little bit behind with the comments. I'll try and speed it up a little bit. Laura says, happy 27th birthday, Rob. Thank you, Laura. We'll take that. Scott says, thank you once more. Had a crazy week. This is really excellent. Pick me up. It's truly appreciated. No, Scott, thank you for watching the video, for taking part in the giveaway. And to Scott and Eloise, congratulations. Happy hunting. Happy shopping for what the product is you'll choose from. If I had to choose a product from Allies of Skin, it's really difficult. I would have said the blemish treatment facial because it just wakes you up with a guaranteed good skin day. But I'm also really loving the vitamin C, which is like the fastest acting vitamin C I've ever tried. So it'd be one of those two for me. Jim says, is propolis good for acne-prone skin? Yes, I love it. Particularly if your acne is a little bit cystic and quite red. Propolis can really help calm and soothe. Manny says, hello, much love from California. Sending you lots and lots of love, Manny. TNH says, let's talk astrology with the due date of Megan's baby. I'm a Gemini. What's everyone else? Casey says, how do you get rid of tech neck lines on your neck? Yeah, it's like when you're looking down and you get the tech. You can get these anti-aging like silicone patches that you put on at night, and it kind of smooths everything out. That is like the best way, and they're reusable, so they're really inexpensive. Beth says, hi Rob, your exfoliating gel sounds perfect for targeting small areas of discoloration. Would it be okay to use in those areas if there's an active breakout too? Yes, definitely would, because it's got kojic acid, which actually calms and soothes breakouts. So I think it'd be great for an active breakout, yes. And it'll also minimize the risk of post-breakout inflammation too, and hyperpigmentation. MSK, great to see you, my love. Kirsten says, Pomegranate, I'm buying the exfoliating gel. I've been pondering for a while. Thank you, Kirsten. And now we've got back to the regular shipping time of 3 to 4 days for dispatch. So you guys, I appreciate your patience, and you won't be having to wait too long. Let's have a look and see. Sandra says, skin cancer, even if not lethal, is scary. I had to have an inch of scalp removed with no promised hair will grow back. Thankfully it did, but I'm vigilant. This is true, Sandra. I think if you've been through it, you kind of get it. I think sometimes when I hear people, this is why I find it quite like triggering. People say like, sunscreen's bad for you. I'm like, yeah, but I went through the worst thing, and trust me, I'd rather be wearing the sunscreen. So I think sometimes you have to go through it to get it, but just take it from me. Definitely the case. Elizabeth says, thank you again. Hey Ro, any recommendations for hair problems? My boyfriend has alopecia. My best friend has alopecia. I told her we'll check with Rob. Anything that might help. So I'm not an expert in that, but I do know some people have got some really great results regrowing hair through peptides. I think if you've got alopecia, I think it's really good to check in with a dermatologist who also will do hair, because obviously scalp, skin. I know a friend of mine that was suffering with patch alopecia. It wasn't all over, it just patch alopecia, and got a really good cream that really helped, and then now he's just in like the maintenance phase and just regrow the confidence so much. I think, you know, people say it's just hair. It is just hair, but it's really part of us, and I think it can really damage your confidence, so I get it. But I think a dermatologist would be the best place to like advise on the different, you know, the different things you can do to get benefits. Some are over the counter, some might be prescription. I think my friend, off the top of my head, started with the prescription and then moved on to over the counter stuff for maintenance, and got some really great results. Oh, how is the Ordinary Brow Serum working out? Really good. Like, it launches on the 9th of June, so like 2 weeks to wait. I got a first look at it from the order, which I'm really grateful for. Working on the brows, a treat. Love it. I don't think it's done anything to my lashes. So I think as a brow serum, flawless. As a lash serum, not great. But, I mean, for the price of like £12, I'll be buying it time and time again, I promise. TNH says, no stupid comments. Spiderbot agrees. How dare you? TNH, how dare you? Spiderbot was an icon of this live stream chat. An icon. Very enthusiastic about Spider-Man as well. I love Spiderbot. And I love how Spiderbot, despite the fact it hasn't been seen since, is still a topic of conversation on every single live. Love Spiderbot. Let's see. Now, I have lost where I'm in the chat again. How do I always do this? Irene says, just because no SPF and the earth is flat. Come on, use your SPF. Yes. Thank you, Irene. I equate the two things. Yes. MSK says, for those of you that are not fond of the idea of wearing sunscreen, at least use umbrellas, hats. Yeah, this is it. If you don't want sunscreen, there are other options of covering up. I think we should just enjoy the sun in a safe way. And there are other options. You're absolutely right. There are other options. See, TNH says, like button celebration. Yeah, when you click a like button on a video, it like pops up and celebrates, which is kind of nice. I like that. I do like that. Sandra says, while I hate Gwyneth Paltrow, dry brushing is part of the tradition. The Ayurvedic, I hope I pronounced that right. I might have butchered that and I apologise. Says, I've recommended by my meditation teacher. I love it a few times a week. Even stop the clock. It's right 2 times a day. I think there is something very therapeutic about dry brushing. Definitely helps with the circulatory system. Yeah, do you know what? I tried it. I was a bit of a skeptic. I tried it and I do it. And it's nice to kind of just do it for you. Do you know what I mean? A bit of self-care. Love it. So Emily says, I'm going to hope that the music was some sort of ABBA. It's called Discotheque, but I think it's going to be YouTube Discotheque, which will mean pretty much terrible, I imagine. But it is worth it. It is worth it. So Irene says, thanks, Rob, for changing it. That music is terrible. Irene, don't say that till you hear what the new music is. It might be actually worse. Elizabeth says, I love your dupes on the expensive high-priced products. Please continue. Yeah, we got another dupes video coming on Friday. And I've got some really good dupes as well. I'm absolutely loving. So Suzanne says, trying to get my mum to use SPF is nearly impossible. I've even found that one she likes, but still, nah, same with my dad. I feel the struggle, Suzanne. I feel the struggle. Let's see. Thanks for your thoughts on microcoating devices. It's helpful. Besides budget, microcoating requires time. That is the other thing. You have to have time and money to invest in it, but you do get good results, so it's kind of, it works both ways. Maddie says, anyone here to try Peach and Lily lactic acid repair serum? I haven't tried anything from Peach or Lily. I've put their Peach Slices product on order because loads of people recommended it, so that's on its way to me. TNH says, I'll defend Gwyneth Paltrow with my life, to be honest. I think sometimes she gets a bad rep. I think sometimes she brings that on herself. I think it's kind of both words. But her dry brushing technique worked really well for me. So we'll give her that. Dry brushing, she's got it on point. We're going to love your videos. Thank you so much, my love. This case is anti-aging, well-aging, graceful aging. At the end, it's all trying to defy gravity. Oh, I love that song. Defying Gravity is one of my favourite songs for a musical. Christine says, 500ml Mad About Skin Moisturiser. Heart face emoji. We love you, Christina. And hopefully I'll be able to bring the price down to where it's actually reasonable as well. So D says, if you were to recommend one sunscreen to someone who's prone to breakouts, oiliness and clogged pores, what would it be? My two recommendations would be the Biore Watery Essence, which is perfect if you've got dry and if you've got oily, acne-prone skin. I also like the Bliss Block. That works really well. Used it, never broke me out once. And trust me, super oily and breakout prone here, so I know, and neither of those did anything to break me out. I almost got through all the comments today. If you haven't already, if I haven't got around to your comments, you can drop them in the comments section, the formal comment section, and I will respond to them all after this video. We have 1 minute left before we go to today's video, which is on like drugstore mistakes we often make with drugstore skincare. Hopefully you'll want to come over. You don't have to do anything, you'll automatically be transferred over there. Hopefully you'll want to join me there, even if it's just to give the video a little like, to support the channel, and then it'll be there for whenever you want to watch it. But trust me, it's a fun video. It's only 8 minutes long. Trust me. And you get to hear the new hold music. Who doesn't want to try the new discotheque theme from YouTube? How much are we betting it's probably worse than the original? Let's find out. You don't need to do anything. You're going to be transferred over straight away. A quick reminder, thank you so much for spending your Saturday. This was such a fun live stream. It's flown by. I've loved every minute of it. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me. It means the world to me. If you haven't already, it's still not too late to minimize the chat, click the like button, and then we'll head over to today's video. Hopefully, if you've enjoyed what you see, you'll join me next week, same time, and we'll go through exactly the same process, and we'll all be chatting again. And click that like and subscribe button. Join our Mad About Skin family, because for that you get all of this happiness every single week. Now, everybody, I'll see you over on today's premiere on Drugstore Skincare Mistakes with some new hold music. Now, can't tell me they're not tempted by that. See you in 2 seconds. Love you.